Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am just doing a simple, well, I don't want to say simple, but I'm doing a cut crease. I just was feeling so blah, so I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do my makeup, because sometimes when you look good, you feel good. So today my attempt is to use basically the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place. I only use this palette. So sometimes for me it's a struggle. I'm going back and forth between several different palettes and several different colors, but today we're just gonna do the Juvia's Place palette, Warrior 2. I'm not gonna get into too much detail about everything that's used, which is why you don't see me saying this color, that color. This is what I'm doing now. I just kind of want to talk through it a little bit with you all, and just basically let the video do what it needs to do. What I can tell you right now is from the palette I do have on my eyes, Kufuru. And right now what I'm doing is I'm blending that out with Yoded. And if you have the Warrior 2 palette, then you know those two colors. Even if you don't and you're interested, when you see those two palettes, they do have those names listed, so you'll know which ones I'm talking about. I kind of had a hard time with this because as I was putting the color Cool Furu down, I don't know if you can see, but like on my lid, it came out a different brown than when I started to blend it out. And I don't know if that's because of my concealer that was underneath, which was Tarte in the color medium tan neutral, or what. Like why it was oxidizing like that, I'm not sure. But I just try to continue, stay positive, and see where the look took me. And then right now I'm using the same concealer from Tarte, again in medium tan neutral, and I'm just cutting my crease. You all know my struggle with cutting the crease, so I decided to keep it kind of small and cute today. Nothing too serious, just real simple, because I was a little nervous that if I did it too wide, it wouldn't come out the way I wanted it to. I actually really like this Tarte concealer, which is the Shape Tape, for cutting the crease. Like, what I normally do is I go to Ulta and I buy their little mini ones, like when you're going to go ahead and check out, just to try different colors and see if I like them. So I had got a mini one in the color medium tan neutral, and I love it. So right now I'm just using a fluffy brush. I believe this is from Wet n Wild. I get them from the dollar store. Oh my god, I love them. And I'm just patting off any of that excess on there. Take away that shine, take away that product that you don't need. And then I'm going in again in the corner with Cool Furu. And as I'm placing it down, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, that color is so different from the color that you kind of see behind the crease. I don't know, like, if it oxidizes that way or what the case is with that. I don't know. Maybe I was doing something wrong. This is a trial and error as a makeup artist. But yeah, I'm just really curious as to why I did that. If anybody else has this palette and has had that problem, please let me know. Or if you have tips on what I can do, yeah, just let me know. So now I'm going with the color Zama. It's Zama, and Jamada. And I mixed those two colors. And it's like a pretty orange, and then the Zama is a pretty orange one, and the Jamada is like a deep rich red. And I mixed those two colors, and this is how it came out. And I'm trying to really like start using colors. I was telling a fellow makeup artist that I brought these palettes to try to get into more color, because for me, I'm really not comfortable with it. I'm still learning how to blend certain colors and things of that nature. So that's what I'm doing here today. Even though I still use a lot of neutrals, I think I did okay with the orange and the red. So in my inner corner, I use Kana, and it's like a nice tan color, like a deep tan. And then in my inner corner, I use the color Zazz that you see me putting on right now. It's like the lighter ashier tan. And yeah, like I really love how this look turned out. I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable with doing cut creases on myself. It's gonna take me a minute to become more comfortable with color, but I'm getting there. And then on my outer corner, I use the color in the palette called Shawata because I just felt like the Kufuru, it wasn't doing it for me. And this color, it looks like black, but then it looks like it has like a dark blue undertone. So I really like that. So I went in with, I can't remember the name of the brush. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it is a MAC brush. And I'm just using it to kind of blend the colors together. And so now I'm going in with a NYX liner. It's called the Epic Ink Liner. And I love this so much because liners have always been a weak spot for me. This is a felt tip, which I feel like is so easy for beginning makeup artists because it doesn't really leave a lot of room for error. Sometimes with the liquid eyeliner, if you don't have the proper control, it goes bad really fast. But with the felt tip, you don't really have that same issue. And then the thing that I love about this eyeliner is that it dries matte. And I have been looking for a matte liner for so long. So that was inexpensive as well. So I really like this, and it's waterproof. So yeah, I really like this eyeliner. I'm going to stock up on it for sure. So it's so funny. I know y'all just saw my face. So I put on my pore filler from NYX, but I barely ever use it. So when it was coming out the tube, it was kind of like crusty. But I wanted to put it in because I felt like my skin wasn't doing well today. So I just needed like a layer to kind of cover up my pores before I put my foundation on. And then you guys already know, if you watch my videos at least, I explained to you that I love the Infallible foundation. It's not the matte one, but it's so crazy because I feel like the consistency for this one is very matte. It's just the total cover one. So it definitely kind of gives you that airbrush finish. I hate the way it comes out looking orangey, but once you finish your face and you add your concealers and everything like that, then you know, it definitely looks better. But I just like it because when it says that it's a total coverage, it really is total coverage. And I switched to a sponge because I just felt like the brush was not doing it for me today. So I switched to my beauty blender that is beat up. Like, I need to throw it away. So right here, I just took the Juvia's Place concealer in the color 12. And I just used one of my handy dandy paint brushes that I use for makeup that I love so much. And I'm just applying it in the areas that I want highlighted. And I'm just cleaning up around where I did my eyeliner. And if my lashes that I have on, they are just lashes that I got from Amazon. Some mink lashes that I received from Amazon. They're not the 25 millimeter lashes that everybody's been wearing. But they are so thick and fluffy. I love them. And I just, again, remember I said my face, I just wasn't feeling like the texture in my face today. So I just sprayed my face so many times throughout with the Mario, what is it, Badescu? I don't know how to say that last name. The facial spray with the aloe and the rose water. And it really did make me, make my skin kind of come alive. I really like that spray. And again, I switched right back to my beauty blender because I just felt like my brushes wasn't doing it for me today. But I honestly think that may have had something to do with like how dry my skin was today and not necessarily the brush itself. And I'm just blending and blending. Y'all know this is my favorite part, but I swear I'm not going to hold y'all as long as I normally do when I blend. And I was so unsure about this look at first, but I actually like how it ended up coming out, especially, you know, my eyes. It came out so beautifully. So a little trick that I learned from two people, which was Kiki Adams and then this other, she's not a YouTuber, but she's on Instagram. I think her name is like Faces by Brittany. I'll put her information below. But instead of just sitting there baking forever, they basically have been using setting powder, which I used in this case with Sacha Buttercup, and just pressing it in, and it gives such a flawless finish. Like, I don't know why I have never done this before. I mean, I don't bake for a long time. I put it on and then I wipe it off. However, I feel like this is more time effective, and I feel like you get better coverage because you're pushing it and pressing it into your face and into the product that you already have there. So that's what I did, and this is definitely something that I'm going to do from now on. But per usual, being so unsure that it was coming across on camera correctly, I still went in and baked under my eyes after pressing it in, which it wasn't, you know, it didn't turn out bad. However, it wasn't needed because once I pressed that powder in, it was beautiful. I really loved it. So instead of using my Black Radiance contour and highlight palette, which y'all know I love, again, I decided to stay with my Juvia's Place palette, and I used Joded to just go over the places where I put my highlight to tone it down a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. Make sure I take away any of that like shadowing that sometimes people have left over from their concealer, not their concealer, their setting powder if they don't blend it correctly. And then I went in with Kufuru, the same color I use on my eyes, and I just used that to contour ever so slightly to kind of, you know, push my cheekbone up a little bit, give me a little facelift. That's what I'm doing here. And now, which is my favorite part ever, I use the color Dora and Zama in the palette and use that for my blush. And let me tell y'all, if you are not using blush on your clients, please do. I swear, it just does something to the look. This is not like how your grandmothers used to put blush on. Like, blush just helps the look out so much. So beautiful. And right here, I'm just using a white eyeliner pencil from NYX. And I really normally don't use white eyeliner, but I just wanted to do something different today. I just feel like it's not pigmented enough for me. I don't know if I'm not putting in enough pressure or what, but that's one of the reasons why I don't normally use white eyeliner, but I liked it today. And then I went under my eyes again with Kufuru and blended it out. And then I went under Kufuru with Jamada and just added, you know, a little spiciness on there. I love putting shadow on the under eye. It just brings the whole look together. And then I, you know, just blend that out. And that's just a little beauty supply store brush that I have. And then y'all already know I'm using my Continuum Mist Spray from Morphe. The best ever. I need to re-up because I know I'm about to run out. And then I'm putting my highlight on. I don't use this one a lot anymore, but this is actually my favorite one. It's by Becca, and it's not Champagne Pop. I think it's Opal. And yeah, this is actually my favorite highlight. I stopped using it because I fell in love with the Juvia's Place one that I have. But when I tried it again recently, I was just like, what are you thinking? Go back to it. So I've been using it a lot lately. I love it. And now I'm just lining my lips with a brown lip liner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it off with Nudie Patootie from Wet n Wild in the Megalast Liquid Catsuit. And then once I apply that, I'm going to go over it with Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. I do not have the name anymore. I'm literally looking at it as we speak, and I don't have the name. But it's a nice champagne color, and it's sparkly. So yeah, that's the finished look, you guys. I really hope you liked the video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.